Okay, today we're gonna try to make the rocker arm, and here's what I got so far. Took a 9/16 bolt, center drilled it, chamfered it, and then I drilled a hole here that goes into my center hole. That's so that when it's installed I can oil it and it'll lubricate this pivot. I also made this nut. That's going to be the jam nut for the top of this. I know that nut is awful big, but it's what I had. So we're going to use it. I think it'll look okay after everything's painted. That is 1 inch and 1/40. Well, it's closer to 1 and 1/50. Not that it matters much. So if we make it 1 and 1/10, maybe 1 and 1/20, that ought to work. Okay, we'll get to work. 1 and 1/20. Well, we're getting closer all the time to having it finished. Still have to make the rocker arm. Gonna have to put an exhaust on it. Several spots need to be painted still. So let's get my governor springs put on and make a latch out. I made one mistake. Well, I probably made several, but there's one mistake I made that I'll probably never forget now that I've done it. Can anybody tell in that picture right there what I did wrong? Well, let's get on to something else. Here's what we came up with. Of course, I'll file off these welds, make it look a little better. There's my homemade rocker arm. I think once I get it painted, it'll look the part. So, turn the engine over. Right about there's where it's gonna fire. And we got plenty of gap. There's where it's gonna fire. Hey, we're going down the power stroke. Right there's a little bit of play in there. Just a little bit, yeah. And we're almost to the bottom of the bore. Right there's no play. So the exhaust valve is going to start opening real quick. There it goes. Now our piston's coming back up. It's pushing out all the exhaust. And we're back to some play. No play. Right there. So right there our exhaust valve is closed. It's just got just a tiny bit of movement. And I don't know if you can see in there, but our pistons on the way back were a little past top dead center, but that'll be okay. and it's going to start on the intake stroke, and that'll be that. Let's watch it here one time. Got plenty of movement with their intake stroke. We're coming up on compression. There it fired past center. It's on the way back down the bore. And right there we're losing our play. Right about there, the valve's open. That piston's not quite all the way back, but it's pretty darn good. So we're pushing our exhaust gas out. Our rod's moving forward. Still moving forward. And right there we're about top dead center. This is a little tight yet, but right there the exhaust valve's closed. Our piston's gonna start coming back down. I think it'll be good enough. It ain't exactly perfect, but I got a couple things working against me. One, I'm assuming that the profile of the cam lobe is the same in either direction, because we're going to run this engine backwards, and it looks the same, but I don't know that it is. So if the cam profile is different, it's going to work not quite as good as it is with it spinning the other direction. And the second thing working against me is, well, I don't know what it is. I forgot. But I think it'll work. I guess we're on to the next project here. Okay, now we're going to try to figure out this latch out mechanism. You can see this collar right here. That collar slides back and forth with the engine speed change, and I need to run a lever of some sorts off that, have it pivot right around in here, and have it come up and go in to this push rod here. What that'll do is when the cam opens the exhaust valve and pushes this forward, that lever will come in and latch it and hold the exhaust valve open so the engine can just coast. And at first I thought about having a lever come along here and then bend down over to the rod here, and I still might. Then I thought, well, why not put something on the rod that raises up to here and just have a straight latch out, have it come straight forward, have the pivot here about halfway in between this point and this point, have my pivot here and have my latch out right here, which is probably up 4 inches or so from the push rod. I kind of like that idea. We'll see what I can come up with.